What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through No More Heroes. In the last episode, we took down Dr. Peace. That's who it was. But in this episode, we're going to first off go to our closet here, since we did end up getting just a few new additional clothes in the last episode. Now, of course, as I said, you can basically just go into your closet and do whatever you want. I'm just gonna have him shirtless for this episode, because why not? And there's plenty of other things that we can do with Travis, but unfortunately, I haven't exactly done that as of yet. But now we're just going to leave the apartment. And oh goodness, there's a lot more stuff. Well, at least I think there's a lot more stuff that you can do from here on out. Because we have Naomi's lab, we have Thunder Ryu's building, we have Area 51, and new part-time jobs. So yeah, a lot of stuff has just become available to us. So, where should we stop by first? How much money do I have? I think going in here you can check your money. 1,600, well not 1,600, 165,000, okay. I don't know why I'm trying to consider this, because I don't know what anything's priced. We're just gonna have to make an extreme guess on everything, so let's just head over to Thunder Ryu's building. Why not? I also need to make sure that I, like, check for, like, in between alleyways here, because there's a lot of stuff that I can hide in these alleyways. Unfortunately, there's nothing down this one, I don't think. Unless, no, that's not a trash can, okay. But just remember, like I said last episode, you can just get stray money from trash cans and even t-shirts that you can use to customize. And speaking of which, there's a lot of customization in this game. But I'll get to that at a later point. And anyways, this is our instructor. Or master, I guess. Regardless, both of those are pretty much the same. And you can basically go to him just to get some more, what is it, like stat buffs, which, to be honest, you're going to need, and I'm just going to do all these because I have the money. They don't really cost a lot. And again, well, not again, you have to do motion controls for this, and this is actually really difficult for me to do while I'm trying to record, because I'm having to try and make sure I don't accidentally hit my desk at all while I'm doing this. But it's easy, kind of. Alright, I forgot, this, there's like a fake version of Eye of the Tiger playing in the background, by the way, so I think it's literally just like the first, what is it? It's like the first few notes. Yeah, katana combo has been extended. Again, you can basically do just a lot of different things, and I think this is button mashing. So, yes it is. Okay. You guys are going to be able to hear that, unfortunately. And I have to do this multiple times, so, you know, that's fun. But overall, all these things that you can do increase stuff like your attack strength, your combo, well, the amount you can do in a combo. There's one more thing. I forget what it is. It might be your health, actually. That would make sense. So, it's probably your health. Then, one more rep. There we go. And goodness, I don't have to button mash anymore, except when I'm doing these off screen, because you don't have to see these every single time. Strength is increased, and time for the last one. I forget how this one works. Oh, right, it's squats, which, for some reason, these increase your health. I don't know why. It just does.
6.5 hours later.
There we go. Alright. All the exercises are complete for now. We will have to come back here later, because as we continue on and on through the game, you can increase all these stats more and more. By the way, something I didn't mention in the loading screen menu, if you mash the B button, you can make the star just go up like that. It's not really all that important, but you can just do it. And here is Area 51, and Area 51 is literally just a clothes shop. There's not really anything specific about it being alien related. It's literally just a clothes shop. But this is basically where, of course, you can get all your clothes. You can get sunglasses, you can get a jacket, you can get t-shirts, just like the ones you can get outside in the street. You can get jeans, and you can get belts. What do I want right now? Maybe a jacket. Let's change a jacket, possibly. Ooh, black. Black jackets are nice. You know what? Let's go with the black sunglasses, too. And unfortunately, this money that we're using right now is the same money that we have to put towards the assassination mission, so Oh, that's fun. So we're just gonna put everything black. Why not? Extremely just black clothed Travis. Oh goodness. And speaking of which, the customization kind of makes me wonder, like, if Travis Touchdown were to be in a Smash Bros. Game, because there's a good number of people that do want him in a Smash Bros. Game. It makes you wonder, like, what exact, like, costume sets there would be, like, in the game, because as of right now, the maximum amount that the game can have is 8. So, well, actually, some characters do have more than 8, so I can scratch that, but generally it's like 8. But like for Travis, there's a good number of customization options you can do in this game, and I haven't even gotten to like the second game yet, so it's just there's a lot you can do. So there should be, yep, there's a new mission now, lawn mowing. Oh goodness, this mission's kind of boring. It's literally just cutting grass. So, you know, that's fun. I mean, Travis manages to make it fun for himself, but as the player, it's not fun.
2,000 years later.
And by the way, as I'm traveling through here, I'm going to try and make sure I can get as many of these lava cove balls as I can, because, like I've said before, they are pretty important, and they're also hidden in, like, a lot of different areas. And by the way, ignore all the stuff in pedestrians I'm running over. They don't really do anything. It doesn't matter if you run over any of them or not. So, yay, time to just cut some grass. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I had to read the instructions real quick, because it's not exactly easy. So, you have to press A to go forward, B to go backwards, and you have to twist the Wii remote in order to turn left and right, like so. If you press Z, then you can turn a lot sharper, but there isn't exactly too much of a need for it, especially if you can get everything on your first try, which is what I'm not doing right now, so that's fun. And I think there was something else, but I don't remember what it was. So, I mean, again, this mission is still, like, pretty easy, so even then, you don't really need to know everything about this mission, especially, like, later on when you get way better ones and ones that get you a lot more money to begin with. You're not really going to care too much about this, because this is literally just cutting grass. Like, it's just boring.
Later.
And that's all the grass cut. And, like, this mission's also easy, it's just really boring. I had to skip over a good majority of that, just so that you guys didn't have to see how actually boring that is. And by the way, just to recap from last episode, we need 200 LBs, and unfortunately, we only have 126,000, which is way less than what we had before we actually, you know, started doing this. And thankfully, we're automatically transported over to K Entertainment, because now we have a new assassination job available. But I'm pretty sure there was also another one that we could do anyways. Yeah, there's a... Ooh, there's a lot. Okay, let's just go... Oh, wait. Why not? Go on a batting spree. Who cares? I'm probably going to do all of these anyways, so... Not like it's going to matter too much.
3 weeks later.
And by the way, last episode I said that I haven't played this game in a good while, so I'm not going to exactly remember how all these missions work. Except for this. This is basically the same thing we did in the last episode. That was a very weak swing. Yeah, I'm not surprised that we didn't get all those. Now, if you don't get these first try, they're a lot harder to actually get. Because, okay, like the ball travels way further of a distance, so let's hope I can get this. There we go. And alright, and that should be the rest of them. There we go. Got them all. Nice. And we get all the money here. And the mission's over. Yeah, the missions are very, very short, which is good. Well, most of the missions are very short, but it's just like, they get us money, which we need, but at the same time, it's, Like, when a lot of people talk about, No More Heroes, they don't really talk about the in-between sections of, like, the actual assassination, like, levels and junk like that. They only talk about, like, actually going to fight the bosses, especially in, like, the Countdown community, because No More Heroes, especially, like, well, both of the games have their own, like, mark when it comes to the, Countdown community, because if you ever have like a worst boss list, you'll probably find it there. You'll find some entry for normal heroes in at least one of those lists. There's a good number of them. I'm not going to say any of them because that requires spoilers. Aside from Dr. Peace. Dr. Peace isn't really mentioned that much. To my knowledge, I've really only seen like one, but at the same time, it's still not all that great.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so I did not mean to get onto the bike. Go to the mission, please. No? Oh my goodness. There we go. So now we're at basically a little area where we can just do a little bit of fighting and kill as many enemies as we can. Oh wait, I think it's until we get hit, which is bad. Yeah, it's until we get hit. Well, not until we get hit. We have to try and defeat all the enemies without getting hit, which is that's gonna be worrying because, oh goodness, I haven't really paid too much attention to that, but as of right now, we have to start paying a little bit more attention. So basically, always make sure that your stance is in the high position. Otherwise, you run the risk of just getting randomly swatted at. And also, if you're surrounded by enemies, just make sure you guard a lot. Okay, so see, like that was very close. Had I attacked, I would not have lived very long. There we go. We're just gonna... Yeah. Alright. Get over to you. Okay. Sometimes it's good to make the first move, but sometimes, like, as soon as you get over to the enemy, they'll attack you. So, like there. Had I moved forward, I could have possibly gotten hit. So, there we go. Just overall with these free fight missions, be extremely careful. Be cautious because you tend to not really do it with the rest of the game, but considering that you can die instantly in these missions, you're going to need to in order to make sure you get as much money as you can. Alright. I don't think this is the last guy. He might be. There we go. Just gotta do that, make things 10 times easier for us, and we just stab you. Alright. He might have been the last guy. Yes, he was the last guy. Alright. Good. So, we handle that pretty easily, but there are some of these that are way harder later on. And if you fail, you have to wait a little bit of time before you're able to actually go back here and try again. Which is unfortunate, to say the least, but it's fine. And by the way, again, I'm not going to have so many of these shown off. So basically, this episode is literally just focused on traveling around town, showing you guys how the hub world works and all that. And then all the other episodes are pretty much just going to be like going to the actual assassin missions. Unless it's like a new mission or something like that for like an odd job, then I'm not going to show it off. I'm going the wrong way. I should probably turn around, but like I was saying, unless it's a new like odd job or something like that, then I'm not going to show it off because you guys have already seen it, hopefully. Unless you're like not watching this in order for whatever odd reason, but there are some people that do that. But just in case you're not watching this in order, go back and watch the other videos just so you know what the other missions are like. Alright, so here is Naomi's lab, and I parked like so far away from this because I want to get whatever's in here. There we go. Got another t-shirt. There's a lot of t-shirts in the game, let me just say that. There's a lot of all pieces of clothing in the game, except I think belts. Belts probably have the least, but I'm not sure. But here we can talk to her and she can basically hook us up with more parts. Unfortunately the text moves like so slowly. I wish it could go faster. That can locate buried treasure. Oh, that's nice. When attached to the handle. Oh my goodness. Just give me the thing. I have the money. Who cares? And we have more weapons which we can get as well. So I'm gonna do that too. And we'll show those off at a later time. And oh my goodness, my money is going down the drain. Oh, thank me. Thank me because, oh goodness, I'm going through a lot of this. I remember my first time playing this game. I'm pretty sure I 100% of the game on my first playthrough. So, like, it's not exactly too difficult to actually do it. But at the same time, it's like, oh goodness, I could still be doing so much. Like, I didn't have to spend as much time. Surprisingly enough, it didn't take me like over 24 hours to do it. It really only took me like 20 hours, I believe, on the save file at least. But, oh goodness, there's a good number of stuff that you can still do throughout all this. So I think there's another thing here. Oh goodness. Yeah, traveling through tight corridors on a bike that's like this big probably isn't the best decision, but you know what? Whatever, I'm doing it anyways. Alright, and here's another one of these assassin jobs that we can do, which is a side one of the lava cough balls. Alright, of course, same thing for all these. And also, we apparently have our new weapon equipped, which can be good and can be bad, because it can be good because it gives us a different vision of our playstyle, but it's also bad because I haven't used this thing in forever and I don't know how exactly it works. So, oh goodness, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. But each weapon has their own unique little style to it, especially with how it attacks. But overall, it pretty much does the same thing. There's not really too many differences, aside from just how the weapon swings and the little finisher kills that you get. Oh my goodness, there's so many. And I have to be careful because my attacks can also hit like what is it? They can also hit like random people that are around. So okay, I failed. That's nice. But my attacks can also hit like surrounding enemies. So if I aim high at an enemy that's guarding low, I can accidentally hit an enemy that's guarding high that's next to him. Or at least I believe that can happen. I'm not entirely sure though. But unfortunately I lost that and all money for it. So yeah, you can only get gold for that mission. So if you get hit, you fail, unfortunately, and lose out on all the money that was there.
Eventually.
Alright, so again, we're back at the baseball stadium, but this time we're not really going to be using our katana all that much. This time what we have to do is that we have to kill only using the wrestling moves. So basically, what we have to do first is that we have to wait here and stun our enemy, and then do this. Okay, they basically just self-destruct, because I was a little worried about that, because, can you please, oh my goodness. What? Why didn't? Okay, whatever. I'll get you. I'll get someone at least. But I was a little worried about that because it's like most of the what is it? Like these wrestling moves, they don't kill like instantly. So no. Ow. Thankfully, this isn't based off of hits, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's still annoying when they dive like that, or when I get hit like that, because it takes a little bit of time for me to actually recover from that. Now, I don't know... Oh, my goodness. Okay, I didn't know I could, like, stun them out of that, which is good. I'll keep that in mind, maybe. Unless it's, like, a complete accident. Now, would you please get... Okay, whatever. I'll leave you for later. There's plenty of other enemies I can get right now. If you would like to get stunned, that would be nice. Get stunned! Oh, my goodness. Like, you're not getting stunned either, no matter how many times I've used the stun thing. Oh, my goodness. This mission is literally based off of stunning people. Can I, like, actually stun them? That would be nice. And I also need you guys to stop actually attacking me. Get this man. Get this man. This man's annoying me. Okay, I'll get you since you actually obeyed and got stunned. Well, the rest of you are being annoying. Oh my. Come on. It's not even that hard to get stunned. Like, they normally get hit, like, instantly by this and get stunned, but for some reason they're just not. And these are literally the only two enemies left. Like, one of you gets stunned. There we go. It takes, like, 50 of these attacks to stun you for some reason. All the other ones are so obedient. Come on. There's literally 9 seconds left. I don't run out of time on this mission. Come on. Would you get stunned? You're actually not. What the? Of course, only in the last second. This game, and I don't think I'm gonna get gold because of that. I got bronze. Needless to say, I'm very salty about that. That normally never happens. That never happens. Okay, whatever game. Sure.
6 hours later.
So for this final little extra thing that we can do, it's basically just an endless survival thing. You can do this as long as you can until your health runs out. So, or, well, until the time runs out, or you die, whichever comes first. which hopefully is not like the first. And oh goodness, time for the bloodshed to commence. Let's just, okay, this is going to be a little annoying actually. Unless, give me a side, there we go. Oh my goodness, the frames, the frames went down so much. That was hilarious. Okay, let's just take care of the rest of the guys, I guess. Unfortunately, they don't all die when they get hit by that. They'll just do whatever. Give me another side. Yes. The frames, lovely frames are going down. I've never had a time where the game has crashed because I've done something like that, and hopefully that won't happen for the Let's Play, but oh goodness, that was funny. There are a few moments like that where it happens in the game, but it's definitely noticeable. Alright, so okay, well, I guess there's 3 ways these missions can end. A, you kill all the enemies, B, you run out of time, or C, you die. So, oh goodness, that was a good laugh. That was a very good laugh, especially after all the other boring stuff that we've done so far. By the way, something that you may have realized by now, I haven't really mentioned it much because, well, I've been cutting over areas and talking over the rest, but this game has a very bad, like, rendering problem because a lot of things don't really, like, render or, like, get put into, like, a lot of detail until, like, you're, like, right on top of it. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck again. That's nice. Okay, so whenever I get stuck like that, the only thing I can do is, like, go back and then immediately do, like, the, boost that I showed off in the last episode, and unfortunately most of the time it's going to get me crashing into a wall, which you can do, by the way. If you're going too fast and you hit a wall, you'll just instantly crash and get knocked off. It's not like it does much, it just wastes your time getting hit like that.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so after so very long, we finally have enough money for the next ranking fight. However, we aren't going to go into the next ranking fight because of how much we have done this episode. I know that a lot of people want to see the ranking fights and all the levels in between, but unfortunately last episode it taught me something. If I do that, the episodes are going to be like 40 minutes long, and no one's going to watch those. So, yeah, the most I try to do is maybe like 30 minutes. Alright, actually, like 30 minutes is usually like the cap that I try to get, but if I go any higher on accident, which is what happened last episode because I didn't exactly have a full grasp on what would happen, then, yeah. Oh goodness. If that's the case, this Let's Play is going to be a lot longer than I would like. I don't exactly know if I can save, like... Well, actually, yeah. I can just go here, watch the cutscene, and then I can save. And this is the same every single time, so I can just skip that. But we're just going to go into the motel, because we have to go there every single time in order to get our mission. If I could, like, go past all this stuff. There we go. But every time you have to make the payment, go back to the motel so that you can actually get the mission, and then you have to go to where your next assassination job is.
Travis?
Yeah?
The next fight has been set.
Wait a sec. Why the hell you telling me this over the phone?
Why? Because I cannot decide what to wear to the association's party tonight. Big shots from across the nation will be there. This is serious business. So serious that I'm going to spray perfume on every square inch of my body.
And obviously fan service.
Right. Your next opponent. Head for the school.
To the school? And then what?
Just go. You'll know what I'm talking about, I think.
What do you mean you think? You know, you really suck at your job.
Life is more important than some job. That is why I am busy shopping right now. You, on the other hand, are busy killing people, because that is all you ever do. What? Am I wrong?
Well, I guess not.
All right then.
Well, she kind of put you in your place, Travis. But we're not going to have to worry about that for a decent while. We're just going to go to the toilet and we're going to save because, oh goodness. These little in-between sections take a long time, especially if you're getting some of the other stuff in the game. So, oh goodness. I just realized recording these are going to be a little bit of a pain because this was like 50 minutes. Yeah, if that. It might have been actually an hour worth. But, oh goodness. Next episode, we're going to go into the next ranking fight. But until next video, take care.